Hi, my name's Preston, and I work at Frictionless Commerce as a conversion optimization specialist.
And my name is Rishi. I am the founder of Frictionless Commerce. Started the company 9 years ago, and I work very closely with Preston.
So I think one of the great assets we have that kind of shows how dedicated and excited we are about this business is our blog.
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, I mean, the blog is something that we've been publishing ideas on for the last 13 years, long before I started Frictionless Commerce. And the idea was that couldn't contain my enthusiasm about uh, deconstructing the customer journey, I looking at examples of what other clever marketers were doing, and I wanted to create a place where we were able to have an open book policy. Nothing that we do, first of all, nothing that we do is uh, proprietary. There's no secret sauce to it. It's simply that we are systematic and we follow. We're systematic about it. That's why we produce great results. And so I wanted to demystify conversion optimization. So our blog is a place where we are at least once a week, if not more, we are publishing an article or a thought or an insight or a concept. And so the great news is that you don't even have to hire us. You can just simply start following our blog and see what we're thinking about and see what we're kind of learning along the way. We have no problem if people just want to subscribe. Plenty of clients or plenty of people just subscribe to the blog to kind of get actionable insights on things that they can do on their website themselves. So it's a place where we just kind of show all the thoughts that we are having, good and the bad, and stuff like that. So it's a great resource for someone who is interested in our process and is still unsure as to how and when and if we are a good fit for them to kind of see what we've been thinking about for the last 13 years.
Yeah, and we kind of apply our thoughtfulness tactic there too because we're both showing video as well as just written text.
Yeah.
And then we have things tagged based on our tactics as well as our
Correct.
different marketing strategies and things like that.
Yeah, I mean, the way I look at it is that we are already we're already creating all this content internally. So why not just put it out there for people to learn from and kind of see our thought process? Because I think that what we do is, I mean, I think it's very clear to me is that there is no agency in the world that does what we do. We solve a very specific problem and we do it in a very unique way. And we're happy to compete against anyone. And we're confident that our process is going to produce better outcomes than any other process that exists in the world. So why not talk about it? Why not show examples? Why not demonstrate and demystify what we do? So the blog is a place for us to share our enthusiasm with the world. And yes, everything is categorized. So if you go to the blog and you say, you know what, I'm going to look, I want to spend the next 2 hours reading about examples of thoughtfulness.
Yeah.
You can do that. And we don't just put up examples, we describe them, we explain the use case for how that was utilized. We talk about the website that did it. We have screenshots, so it's not just an abstract kind of idea. We are actually showing you a screenshot of how they applied thoughtfulness. Yep. Or whatever the tactic is. And you can go to the blog, you can subscribe to the blog through email sign up, and every Monday morning is when we publish a new article at the very least. So Monday morning I'll publish an article that gets streamed right to your inbox, and you can follow us there. And what we'll do is below this video we'll include a link for our blog so that anyone can sign up. And certainly look at a couple of articles first to see if the style in which we write is a good fit. We try and write in a way, to your point about thoughtfulness, we know that a lot of the people that subscribe to the blog are CEOs of companies and they are very interested in conversion optimization, but they have other things going on as well.
Yeah.
So we want to make sure that the article takes no more than 3 minutes to read. If it's a video, it could be slightly longer, but we'll make a video if we're trying to communicate something that would be very hard to communicate in writing. But our objective is to give bite-sized knowledge so that people can quickly digest it. And the other thing is, of course, it's actionable stuff. We're not just saying, oh, we found this really cool thing on this website. Let's say it's a wizard, and we said, WD-40 website or any website, there's one specific example. The WD-40 website has this very complicated wizard where you kind of go to their homepage and there's a bunch of menu options and they ask lots of questions and they kind of show you products and they show you their solution for a very specific, you can say I'm a carpenter and this is the kind of work I do, and they say, okay, this is the product that we have for you. We won't typically show those examples as because those aren't actionable. That's going to take hundreds of hours of development work. What we're really looking for are simple, actionable ideas that someone who subscribes to our blog can just link to their developer or someone in their team and say, hey, can we do this cost effectively, and make it happen.
Yeah, I think it's also important to say that the way these blogs are written it's not like a textbook in terms of how it's written, but it is a textbook in terms of its content and how much you can learn. But it really is very conversational. In the same way we're talking to each other, that's how the blog is.
Yeah, I mean, my goal is, and I've been thinking about this for a while, and maybe it's something that you and I can do, is to convert it into a book.
Yeah.
And one of the other tags that we have that is actually very useful as well is that if someone stumbles on the blog or maybe watches the video and stumbles on the blog and says, oh my God, because we've been writing for the last 13 years, I think there are maybe like 400 plus articles. I don't think it's conceivable for someone to actually read all of them. And it might be overwhelming to go through each of the tactics. So what we've done is we've created a tag called favorite. Mm-hmm. And when you click on the favorite tag, it actually pulls up all articles that I have tagged as favorite. So these are our absolute best ideas. So you can just kind of create a short list or copy the link for the favorite and just look at all the favorite articles. Probably 40 articles that we've, maybe a little more, but around 40. So you can, work through all of them. But yes, our long-term goal is to actually convert this into a book. And then someone can just buy the book and, it's weird, but I prefer reading on a physical book versus, reading on my computer screen. So,
so do I.
And so we think that there might be other people that feel the same way. So we thought we'll just make a book. We haven't done it yet. But anyone who subscribed to the blog will be notified when the book happens, and we hope to do it soon.
Yeah.